Welcome to my kitchen today. And what happens in the kitchen shows up in your running. Yes, your success in your running doesn't start at the road, on the track, or at the race, at race day. It starts right here in the kitchen. What we eat, what we grab from the pantry, from the refrigerator, it's really, really important. And that shows up in your running. This past weekend, I did a 5K. I ran another PR for the year. I hit all my goals that I wanted to hit. And one thing made a huge difference is what I felt in my tummy. It's what I ate and how I felt. Man, this made a huge impact. And what I'm going to talk about today in this video is what to do right before your runs and what to do right after that workout when it comes to the kitchen. Hey guys, my name is Coach Kimani. I'm an everyday runner just like you, and I also compete out here in the races in beautiful Arizona. Man, it's beautiful out here, but the summer is about to start. It's about to heat up, but we're doing races early in the morning. So we keep running. It doesn't matter. Just like maybe you live in Michigan, Minnesota, Iowa, in the cold, when it's snowing, it's cold, it doesn't matter. You are an everyday runner and you run. So welcome to my video. And if you're enjoying my videos, please push subscribe, like, and you're always, always welcome to leave a comment. Let's get started. The kitchen. I learned this the hard way. What I eat right before my running is really, really important. And another thing is what I eat right after my run is really, really important. And this sets me up for a really, really good run. This morning, I woke up early. I was full of energy. And why was I full of energy is because of what I ate the night before, how I prepped for the morning run. And I went out. I had a great run in the morning, and I came back and I had a good breakfast after my run. So I'm going to walk you through what I do in the kitchen to make sure I am successful. So first things first, you wake up in the morning, it's long day, it's a long run day, right? You're going out, you're going to run a long run. What should you eat? What should you not eat? Should you go fasted? Here's my recommendation of the fastest run. Yes, fastest runs are really good. They work well, but make sure that those are just your normal run. Now, if you're going for a long run or you're doing intervals, if you're doing intervals, long runs, please don't run fasted. So here's what I do. I wake up early, and the first thing I do is, well, of course, you brush your teeth and you wash your face, blah blah blah. You use the restroom, all those things. But I drink a glass of water, and not just any type of glass of water. It's room temperature water and a electrolyte. Whatever electrolytes you use, whatever is good for you, use those. So I put in my electrolytes. That's the first thing I do. Now I wake up an hour and a half before my run. Um, I might grab something small to eat, depending. Now, if it's a long run, I'll make a cup of real oats. I I heat up my water in the microwave to boiling, put it in, mix it with 1 cup of real oats, close it, let it sit there for about 2 minutes, and it's nice and ready. Put a little bit of honey, a little bit of sugar, mix it, and then I grab a banana, a half a banana, mix it all, eat that. That is perfect for me. It works really good for my belly. And sometimes what you got to do is you got to try different things to see what works. Some people, they might just go after a Cliff Bar, right? An energy bar, something like that, or a bagel, whatever works for you. Or some people might like a yogurt, a Greek yogurt, right? But this is an hour before you run. So it digests quick. Whatever you're grabbing is something that your stomach will digest quickly. You don't want to grab pizza. You don't want to grab cereal, right? You don't want to grab things or anything like protein rich, right? You don't want to like eat eggs right before you go for a run. So it's usually carbohydrates, a simple carbohydrate that's going to give you energy. That's going to actually have something in your belly. Okay. And one other thing that I grab that's really, really important is coffee. Now, I made this change. It took a while, but I finally did it. I did it. You're gonna be proud of me. Just black coffee, no creamer, right? I'm sweating. I don't know why I'm sweating so much. Yeah, it's a little hot. It's Arizona, so if you see some sweat, please forgive me. um, just black coffee, okay, with some sugar. That's it. If you don't like sugar, honey is perfect, right? So I finally made the change, and I finally did it, and boy, that helps. My belly feels great. My tummy feels great. I don't have any issues when I'm running when it comes to tummy issues. And that's the other thing is you don't want to worry about your stomach. You don't want to worry about using the restroom in the middle of your run. You don't want to have the runs, no pun intended, in the middle of your run. So that is really important. So grab something right before you run. Um, that's carbohydrate rich. Simple carbs are really good. That will get you going. Then right after your run, and when you're running, make sure you're hydrated very well with water and all those kind of good stuff with electrolytes. Make sure you have electrolytes in your system, especially these hot summer months. After you run, you come home, you're taking a shower, you feel great, you hit all your running goals. What you eat is important. Don't go after those pizzas, hamburgers, french fries, all that. Don't reward yourself with stupid eating. I've done that before where I felt great. I got the higher, the runner's high. And so you go reward yourself with McDonald's, Burger King, all this stuff, or pizza, and that just destroys what you just did. It does, literally, it does, because then you're going to feel like crap. Literally. I was going to say something else, but I should let me move on. So I grabbed something that's protein rich, right? And you can also grab like a protein shake right before your shower. So when you take your shower and all that, then you're ready to eat something good. This is when you can grab your eggs, your even a steak is really good. Whatever it is that's protein rich and it's healthy, that is perfect. And this will be your biggest meal. Make your biggest meal right after you run. A good homemade cooked meal. It can even be like a dinner type of meal, right? It could be a steak with eggs, with rice and greens, whatever it is, or it could be a breakfast type of eggs, even pancakes, which are protein pancakes, those type of things. Make that your healthiest meal. If I were to keep it short, make that your healthiest meal is right after you run. So what about if I'm not running? Okay, I've done that. What am I gonna eat? At dinner, you're just going to eat a normal home cooked meal. Not too much, right? Just your normal home cooked meal. If it's salmon, if that night, your wife or your significant other is making salmon, or you're making dinner, you can make salmon, chicken, rice, whatever it is, mashed potatoes, green beans, barbecue, whatever it is, spaghetti, meatballs, your traditional dinners. Make them that way. You can do that. You can even have ice cream afterwards, even some cake. You can reward yourself with some cake, some dessert, but make sure you're eating 2 hours before you go to bed. Why is this important? 2 hours before you go to bed? Because you don't want your stomach working and digesting while working too much. Your stomach will digest while you're sleeping, but you don't want to do it too much where it's keeping you up late at night. You want to have some type of activity right after dinner. You want to go for a walk, go to the park, walk your dog, maybe go play some catch with the kids. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're active right after dinner. Don't eat dinner, watch television, and just sit there and then go to bed right afterwards. Like, don't eat dinner at 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. right before you go to bed. Eat dinner around 5, 6 p.m. if you're going to bed around 9 p.m. This will set you up perfectly. The only time I will not watch what I'm eating per se, if I'm out with friends, out with my wife for a date night, it's when I know I'm not getting up for a run. Okay, if I know, hey, tomorrow is rest day. Let's say my rest day is Sunday, Saturday. I might, go out, and if it's Red Robin or whatever we're eating, eat a hamburger, French fries, order some dessert, appetizer, whatnot. But I still have to be very careful about what I put in my body, which those days I might not do that well, but that's totally fine because I'm not getting up in the morning and I'm not going to feel sluggish. What you reach out for in the refrigerator, in the pantry before you run is really important because it can be the biggest difference maker when it comes to having a great run, hitting all your goals, or just having a sluggish run where you just feel terrible, you feel gassy, your stomach is just blah, you feel like you're going to throw up in the middle of your run, and then you're going to have your runs while you're running. You don't want that. So it all starts in the kitchen. And guys, there's so much information out there online, on Google, Facebook, social media, name it. There's so much information out there that you can gather information from. But here's the thing. I'm gonna close this video with this. You got to do what works well for you, or what works well for your tummy, but make sure right before that run, you're reaching for something small. You can drink that dark coffee. You can drink that glass of water with electrolytes in it. You can do those things, okay? And stay away from stuff that you don't need to. And if you're going on a short run, like today, I went on like a 5-7 miler. So I could have done it fasted. If it's easier for you just to do a fasted run, if it's a normal run, do a fasted run. But if you know you're going to do heavy interval training, you're going to do long runs, like you're doing 8 milers, 10 milers, 13 milers, make sure you have something in your system like a Cliff Bar, a banana, oats, real oats. Stay away from the instant oats, oatmeal. Stay away from that stuff. And you are well on your way. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, you felt like you learned something, you can always hit subscribe, like, and comment. If you have any questions, if you want me to answer some questions that you have, please ask me the questions and I will get back to you as soon as possible. All right, guys, have a great day. Let's have a great summer season in running. God bless you.